Freedom! Freedom! Let's experience some real freedom today. To experience true freedom, I didn't want to do it alone. So I got in touch with my friend Kalman Shmaya and my other friend Yitzi to make sure that we could plan something accordingly.
Hello friends, family, close acquaintances.
There's a big misconception that freedom is the idea that you can do whatever you want and just have no restrictions. But in return, that's not true freedom. Freedom lies within meaning, and it's something that happens when you sort of serve a higher purpose, or I guess make your life meaningful. We wanted to try and convey the message of Passover as this idea that you're free. So we didn't have any ideas, so we had to start brainstorming. Talk about your ideas.
We need to do something that like actually permeates people, something that would be meaningful. So we need to, I don't know. I mean, I still think the Make It Like Michigan's a good idea.
I'm thinking, what if we grab like a bunch of pieces of paper and if we tape them together like a whole big banner? Like I'm saying that passes the whole street. Like that we could block up the street and it just says like, Happy Passover, feel free.
It sounds illegal.
Who cares if it sounds illegal? Well, honestly, it will take an hour to make the banner and then another hour to have fun.
It's an entire hour. Do you have something better to do?
I'm saying we need to think of something big. So we happened to stop in the grocery store to get some food, and right away we saw this big sheet of paper and we're like, this is divine providence. We are making this ginormous banner.
Take care. You too.
Just a food break. Okay. This paper is about to be ours. And now we just needed a space to have our creative minds run free and draw up this picture of freedom. So we just showed up to Yaakov's house and we're gonna make this ginormous poster. And he's supplying us with all the artistic things to make this ginormous poster. So thank you for that, Yaakov.
Thanks for the hospitality.
Alright, we need crayons and markers. Open this up. Should we cut this like in half and then make it thicker?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? How big should we make the sign? We need to make it ginormous, like.
I think this is a good length.
Okay, fine.
Where are you walking with it though?
Everywhere.
On the sidewalk?
Sure. Oh no, in the street. In the street.
In the street? How do you intend on walking with it? This is very wide.
I don't know, a couple of people.
Complete. Steak.
Yeah, how crazy is it, by the way?
Hold the sign like flat.
Yeah, I got you.
And stretch it out so that I can.
On the side or on the side?
Like through the middle. Oh shoot. You know, as every hard man works, they get hungry. And right now, Kalman Shmaya was just enjoying that juicy steak. And that energy was being directly elevated and going into something great and amazing.
That's your entire.
That's my avoidance.
That's your.
1 second.
Alright, cheers my brother.
Cheers.
You know, after a man eats his food, he's ready to work again.
What, you think you need to do one more?
I wanted to do it on this side also. Let me tape it on this side also. Either we could write something about like, be free, but I think it should say something about Passover so people know what's going on.
How about just in huge letters, free yourself?
No, we don't want to make it look something weird.
What is freedom?
This
I
is
think
the
is
Milchad Mint.
What is freedom to you? Hashtag Happy Passover.
perfect.
Well, it's funny, we just spent a lot of time naming the poster, and at the end of the day we didn't even use that saying. We used feel the freedom because we forgot what we decided on before we wrote it. Well, this is, I guess, is the box of crayons we have, which is not exactly the markers I was hoping, but we have to make use with what we got.
Wait, let's upgrade from the colored pencils first of all.
You have markers?
Markers would probably be better than
He has markers! This is why you buy knives. So you could do things like this.
So I can do things like this.
Oh, wait.
There we go.
Don't do it, bro.
Oh, yes, the first writing.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
First issue is we wrote feeble, the, whatever. Okay, back to work. We're replacing the E, or what should have been an E over here, but another sheet of paper. After utilizing all of our artistic abilities, we decided it's time for a test run outside in the front of the house just to see how durable our sign was that we handcrafted. Oh, here.
There you go. No, you're good. We're good. You're good.
You got it?
You're good. He's good. See what I'm saying? Like two, like not good.
Oh, we should have done it on black paper.
Let's walk down the sidewalk like this.
Yeah.
Just walk with it?
Yeah.
It doesn't show up so well on camera.
You don't show up so well on camera.
Thanks, Coleman. I love you too. Feel the freedom! Let's show it to this car. Feel the freedom!
Alright, Noah.
And we got a call from a friend and realized that maybe something was off about the banner. We just talked to an associate and we realized that it might make more sense if we just wrote honk if you feel the freedom instead of feel the freedom. And this way we could stand at a busy street corner and hope we get a lot of people to understand that right now is a time of redemption. Final touches for real this time. Truth is, I'm not even allowed to write on the poster anymore because I don't know how to spell properly. With the sign all finished, to our standards at least, we packed it up in the car and headed over to the busiest street corner that we know of.
I don't know why I went along with this, but you need to flip it.
No.
You don't?
No, that's the right way.
I don't know.
We honestly had no idea what we were going to do with the sign when we got there. So we devised a plan to just keep on walking in a square around the intersections whenever the light turned red. Thank God we got our first honk. Happy Passover! Woo! Happy Passover, guys! I think it's working. You never know if you're getting honked at or if they're honking for the sign. I think this makes me and Coleman more happy than everyone else, so it's a win-win. To be honest, I'm loving carrying around this sign. It was giving me so much energy, and you can see the smiles on the people. Even people that aren't necessarily celebrating Passover, they just smile at you and are like, wait a second, I have a lot to be appreciative for, and I have a lot to realize that I'm free. We decided that it was time to pack up and move back to the car. This whole sign thing was a bit extravagant on our part, but the whole idea behind it was, let's show people smiles, let's show people the idea that, yo, you are free. Maybe you're letting a lot of things like your boundaries or your physical situation or your emotions bog you down and leave you in what you would call an enslavement. But take a step outside of yourself and realize, wait a second, you're free. If you look from an objective standpoint, you could realize that you're perfectly fine. There's nothing holding you back, and you could accomplish whatever you want. And that's the idea of freedom, the idea of bringing heaven down to earth. So with that, guys, let's do one more act of kindness and bring Mashiach now. Happy Passover.